sisters. I just want to come with a word, and the word is respect and honor your husband. So lately, he's been coming to me with a lot of different words. A lot of it has to do with kingdom spouse, and a lot of the women. Soon you will be walking into your marriage, and he's preparing you for that. I've been watching, he's been having me watch a lot of movies lately to give me revelation on what he means by respecting and honoring your husband. One of the scriptures I want to read is Ephesians 5 and 33. It says, however, each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. So, a lot of us will walk into this marriage and we will forget that this is one of the big things to a man. A man has to be respected by his wife, because when he does not get that respect, it ruins a lot. We have to understand our role in this marriage, that our husband is our lead. We should submit to him. Um, and what we don't want to do, ladies, in the movies he had me watching, it showed a lot of the women lacking in these marriages. They got in there, they felt like they didn't need to do the things they did when they first got in these marriages, and it left doors open for the enemy. We don't want to do that. We don't want to leave doors open where the enemy can come in. And what I mean by doors open is, okay, let's say you and your husband, you're married, your marriage has been going great, you get pregnant, you have a baby, things change because now not only are you taking care of your husband, now you have children. And you start to let yourself go. You stop loving your husband, giving him love, and being romantic, and sending him text messages, and doing things just because, and being spontaneous, and wearing lingerie, and this and that, not cooking as much, not cleaning as much, not doing the things you're supposed to do as a wife and a mother. And he starts to look elsewhere because he's not getting the attention he needs at home. And you start getting lippy. You start disrespecting him. You start telling him you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. You're not his mother, you're his wife. And everything that most women start to do. That leaves the door open for anything to come in, for a woman. And that's what the devil's waiting on, for that door to open so he can send a woman that's attractive, that listens to him, that respects him, that does everything you no longer do. And he cheats. And this is what we don't want. So, as you're in this marriage, respect your husband. Make sure that you are giving him the things he needs so he don't have to go outside your marriage and look for them. Be his best friend, be his lover, be all his everything, where he doesn't need anybody or anything because you're there. His counselor if he needed, somebody just to hear him out. You know, it'll be times where y'all don't get along. Y'all might have a disagreement, but don't argue. Sit down and be adults and talk about it. Go sit to the side and maybe give him some space and let him know when you're ready to talk, I'm here, and let him come in and talk when he's ready. But no matter what, ladies, you are representing the Heavenly Father out here. You cannot move like any other woman moves because you are not the same. You are representing him. So when other women see you, they see the Heavenly Father. When they hear you, they hear the Heavenly Father. You want people to look at your marriage as an ideal marriage. Like, oh gosh, they love each other. That is a God ordained marriage. And they want to ask questions. That's the whole purpose of you having this God ordained marriage. It's to people to see it and know that it's real. It's not fake. It's a lot of fake marriages out here, especially the enemy's marriages he has set up. It's cheating, infidelity, so much going on. Kids at a wedlock with other women outside of their wives. It's too much going on in there. This is not what the Most High represents. He represents true love, the true order. Husband, wife, and children in the Most High is first above all of them. That's his order, and we have to follow that. And when people see us, they see the Most High. And when we're with our husband, and he might be in a certain industry, I don't know, everybody's going to different areas. They're going to different industries. I can speak for myself. My husband is a singer. So I can't look like everybody around him. I can't act like every woman around him. I have to stand out, not fit in. And when they see me, they see how I respect my husband. I love him and how we have a great relationship and how our marriage is. And when they see us all together as a family, they see that my kids all also operate in this because they have been raised that way. The Heavenly Father is in our home. My husband will never have to go outside for anything, and I'm going to make sure of that. No added, I'm checking my attitude when I wake up. I'm making sure that I'm looking up to par at all times. There's going to be some times when you just throw on your sweats or whatever and you just walk around the house. That's fine. You're not going to always be looking like you're getting off a cover of a magazine, but you are not wearing makeup, weave, none of that. You are dressing the way the Most High wants you to. You're in your natural beauty. Let me put that out there. You don't need that. You're already beautiful. But knowing that he's around women all the time, he's always gonna be dealing with women, and he has women fans. I need to make sure I'm always on my game when it comes to pleasing him. Be your husband, his peace. When he's in the world, he's dealing with chaos. He's dealing with crazy women wanting to be with him. He's dealing with the people he have to work with getting on his nerves. He's dealing with all this stuff. But when he comes home, he should be able to say, "This is where I belong. I'm at peace. My wife is here. My kids is here." He can breathe. Don't make it to the point where he hates coming home because he knows you're going to nag, you're going to trip, you're going to talk about what he ain't doing, all this. You have to understand you're the glue that keeps this marriage together. When you're doing everything you need to do, that husband is together, he's going to honor and respect you and give you protection and whatever you want, because we want love, we want protection and security. He's going to make sure you get that if you're making sure you're doing everything right. Instead of nagging about him not helping you around the house, put it in a way where you say, "Baby, I love when you help me around the house. I appreciate it so much because it lifts off." And he's going to love to go do that. Give him a reason. Like, give him a reason. Like, "Baby, if you go wash them dishes for me, I got something for you." Give him a reason to want to be there and love on you and keep the spice going. Don't ever think because you've been in your marriage for 10 years now, it's time to wind down. I don't need to do these things anymore. Yes, you do. Keep your relationship spicy. Keep the guessing. If y'all go out and y'all play um strangers with each other and y'all run into each other, y'all doing the little role playing, whatever works for you and him. Because only you're going to know what works for your husband. Do those things. Keep that relationship going. Make sure he does not get bored and you don't get bored. It goes both ways. Always. If you begin texting him morning texts and evening texts and whatever texts, and when he goes out of town to go do a show, make sure he calls you when he gets there or he texts you, and before he go to sleep, you're the last thing he sees before he go to sleep, and you're looking good too. you know so don't make him want to look elsewhere. And when you disrespect him and he feel like he not getting the respect at home, he goes seek elsewhere. When you're not honoring that marriage, he goes and look elsewhere because he's like, "I'm not getting the respect at home. I'm not getting none at home." So he's going to be looking out, and it's going to be easy for the devil to open up that door if he's in the industry in any way, shape, form, or fashion. He's going to easily be able to open it because he's always around females. And this is what we don't want. You have to know what you got and never lose it and keep it there, and never fall off track. If you got a little weight on you, your husband is still going to love you because he does not see you in the flesh. He sees you in the spirit, and that's what he fell in love with. That's why the Most High is separated y'all all this time and made y'all connect spiritually first, not physically. See, physically would have him out there cheating now while y'all separated, but yet you're celibate, he's celibate. He's dealing with you in the spirit. You're dealing with him in the spirit. You're learning how to love him properly without just going into the marriage physically. He's doing the same thing with him. So this marriage is going to be built off of spirit first, not flesh. But once you're together, now the flesh is in there. And now you're going to have to keep these things going. So he needs respect and honor to stay, to keep him going. Just like you need love, security, and you need him to provide to keep you going. He's going to do these things automatically if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you know. So always have, like, if it's vacations y'all take together, have date nights. Like I said, do role playing, do whatever it takes. Have your lingerie set up, have your, have whatever you have going on for your husband. Because, like I said, you're gonna know what he like versus anybody else. You're gonna know him in and out. Nobody else is gonna know this. But be his peace, because he knows when I'm at home, that's my peace right there, and that's where I want to be. Because I love my wife because of who she is. Don't make that man want to run away from you because you nag too much, you trip too much, you don't respect him, you don't, you want your kids also to see this love and respect. And when they're with you or around you and your husband, they love that, because this also creates trauma within the children if it's chaos. So I just want to say that much love and all praises to the Most High.